Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shenplays. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program 1.0.0.830. That's right, it was released today, just about half an hour ago. We got it installed with no mods, and we're going to start a new campaign. I've copied over my settings from the last beta that I played, which was in January, which was, wow, it's been a few months since I've played this game. And, well, let's get in. Let's start a new game. Hello? Career mode, yes. Pick my flag. And that's the only mod I've done, is I put in my own flag. Because awesome. Alright, let's hop in. Let's give ourselves a player name. We're going to call this the career... Hair... Hype. It's the hair hype career. Oh, I didn't check what options were on. Shoot. I should have checked what options were on. Whatever. We'll just go with the default stuff. Welcome to the Space Center. Thanks, I've got it. Yes, I've been here before, but not in this version of the game, at least not yet. Alright, so middle mouse button to move around. Great. Uh-huh. And can I rotate the camera? Yep, okay. Yeah, fantastic. So, why don't we start out by accepting a couple missions. Let's see, from over here, right? Alright, first vessel, you got it. Scientific data from from Kerbin. What do you want here? Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. Ah, we can do that. So one thing to note is in career mode, you can only have a certain number of contracts active at the same time. So don't take contracts that you can't complete. In other words, don't take Orbit Kerbin as the first contract, and don't take Escape the Atmosphere as the first contract. Because you probably can't complete those with the first thing you launch. So let's go ahead and take the other two, which we definitely can complete. Oh, he's so happy. Gene is just so happy, man. Alright, with those two, we should be able to design a boat to get us some achievos. Ah, Werner von Kerman. Hello, I'm Werner von Kerman, Chief Walker-Chi Engineer. This is the Vehicle Assembly Building. It sure is. Oh, this icon's changed. Show severity. Oh, design checklist. Nothing to report. Nothing to see either. Okay. So you can see here at the start of the game, our Vehicle Assembly Building only allows us to have a maximum of 30 parts. And it is completely indiscriminate. You can have 30 engines, you can have 30 cockpits, you can have 30 winglets, you can have whatever you want. It doesn't really limit what you can do as far as the style of the ship. All it does is it limits the maximum parts on the ship. And this can make for some interesting decisions. In other words, you can reach parts of the game like go to the Mun with just 30 parts. You can do it. It's not the easiest thing ever. Anywho, we're going to get ourselves a command pod here. Alright, so what do we have? Let's see. Mouse wheel button scrolls in and out. Mouse wheel itself moves up and down. Okay. And the right mouse button rotates. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played, but it's good to know what the basic controls are. Engines. Oh, this one's changed. The Flea. This is new. Considered by some to be little more than a trash bin full of boom, the RT-5 can be seen in use in many space programs, perhaps possibly because it is the only option for many space programs. So it's the only engine we can use. Interesting. Well, we're going to use a coupler, aren't we? We don't have a decoupler. Do we have a parachute? Okay, we do have a parachute. Well, we're not going to be able to decouple from that rocket. But that's okay. We'll just strap it on and see how things go. We don't need to actually go very high. So why don't... Oh, wow, look at that. They've actually combined some of the different types of materials from previous engines. There's a fuel pack that looks exactly like this thing around the bottom here. And they just merged it into an RT-10. It looks like they squashed an RT-10 vertically. Interesting. Anyway, we can right-click on it. We can say we want it to limit it to, like, I don't know, 40% thrust. And we'll give it, like, 30% of the fuel. So we won't be in the air very long. That's fine. Our current mission is simply to launch our first vessel. set an altitude record of 3,500 meters, set a distance record of 5,000 meters, and set a speed record of 150 meters per second. Oh, so that's interesting. They give you 3 automatic missions now. This was never in the game before. You have these missions automatically there. I think I like that. I wonder if you get rewards for that or if it's just like a personal achievement. Slap a little thing on your wall saying, I was the first Kerbal. Oh, caution contains boom. Slap a little thing on the wall that says, I was the first Kerbal to achieve 150 meters per second. Well, if that's the case, why don't we increase the thrust up to 50, and I'll just fill it full of fuel, and we'll see if we can't reach these achievements. We should be able to do all of them. Oh, we need a name for this, don't we? I'm going to call this the Ultra Mega Boom. Seats 1. Alright, Ultra Mega Boom is ready to rock. Let's see who is going to be our pilot for this mission. Jebediah. Valentine, we have women now. Okay, women kerbins. You're going to be the first kerbin to do anything. Valentina. Interesting. And is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I mean, that should be good enough. Could put a mystery goo on here. Sure. Why the hell not? Mystery goo. Why the hell not? It's a little bit, let's see, offset tool. Getting some weird audio glitches. Not sure if that's normal or if it's just on my end, but like the audio seems to be clipping in and out now and then. Anyway, that looks somewhat centered. It's not perfect. Oh, let's rotate it so we can at least open the hatch. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting some really weird audio glitches. On top of the parachute, that's where it goes, man. What do you mean on top of the parachute? That's where it goes. Did you hear that? Brrr. Maybe it's just my headset. Could just be my headset. Alright, that looks pretty centered. Let's give it a go. Alright, Valentina. We can get some readings from the launch pad later on. Why don't we start off by just trying to get these missions done? So launch the ship. Gather scientific data. Let's do that. And then we will go to 3,500 meters. Achieve a land distance of 5,000 meters. So we need to go horizontally and go 150 meters per second. All right, throttle up. If I remember how to do that, yep. Left shift and then throttle down, throttle up. Turn on SAS for whatever reasons. Okay. And let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, shoot, my staging, of course. That could possibly go wrong. That's better. Lift off! Oh, look, there's like little clouds and stuff now. Neat. Alright, we're going to go over land, because water's a little violent. Oh, wow, we're already out of fuel. Lol. Well, we're going to hit the 3,500 meters, no problem, but I don't know if we're going to get to... I don't know if we're going to get 5,000 meters away. Maybe. Did we get to 150 meters per second? We did. Okay. Well, Valentina is having a freaking blast. Good for you. And I think we're pretty much set here. Let me turn off SAS. We'll tumble a bit. Parachute out. And let's land. Oh, we did get 5,000 meters from KSC. Okay, perfect. That's everything we wanted to do. Now, I'm not sure if that counts for scientific data. Yeah. Recover. Oh, yeah, we just have to recover. So as soon as we land, we'll get all the scientific data. Yep, perfect. Come on. Land. Oh, you know what else? In the vehicle assembly building, you can right-click on the parachute and you can change the settings on the parachute as well. I think I should have done that so that it'll open a little lower. It doesn't need to open so high. Okay, where's our shadow? There it is. Yes, yes. Speed up, I know. I won't keep it speed up all the time, just until we get close to the ground. There we go. And we're down. Excellent job, Valentina. Let's go out and get an EVA report. Alright. Climb. What do we got? I don't think a spacesuit was necessary here. Hey, you don't know that for sure. And we can't do a soil sample yet. That comes later in the campaign. Or later in the career mode. But that's okay. What's the board button? B. B. Okay. B is now board. Good to know. Can we roll? Let's roll. Yeah. Whee! We can take data and do another crew report, probably. Let's try that. So once you're outside the cockpit, you can right-click on the cockpit and say Take Data. Okay, and then you can say Store Data. And then let's see if we can't do another crew report without overriding the old one. Yep, perfect. So we have a crew report from flying over the grasslands, a crew report from landed at the grasslands, and we have Valentina's masterpiece EVA report from Kerbin's grasslands. Excellent. All right, let's go home. That went better than expected. 15.4 science. We have a total of 26 science. Fantastic. We recovered some parts. We got 2,034 funds back. Great. And we got 1 experience with Valentina. Fantastic. So what is next? We need speed record of 450 meters a second, altitude record of 7,500 meters, and set a distance of 11 kilometers away from KSP. Okay. Can we do anything with our 26 science? Probably. Oh, this is different. This is new. Alright, what is this? Basic rocketry. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we get a liquid engine, the RT-10, the hammer, and the FLT-100 miniature fuel tank. What else do we have down here? The Engineering 101. Oh, airplane parts. Okay. The Science Junior, the Communitron, and a decoupler. Decoupler is probably going to be really important, but I'm not sure if it's important enough to get now. Oh, well, these only cost 5 science, so I guess we'll do them. Huh. Do we have enough science left over? Yeah, we could do this. We could do a heat shield, a micro-landing strut, a parachute, and a service bay. What's a service bay? A heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RCS tanks, batteries, etc. Huh. I wonder how that works. Interesting. I don't know if we need that right now, though. Let's stick to just our... Let's keep our science where it is. What's over here? Nose cones, more nose cones, airplane parts, and a radial decoupler. Okay. The LVT-45 swivel engine. which is the first engine we can use that has thrust vectoring. Let's see, the BACC Thumper solid fuel booster, and the FLT 200 fuel tank, which is the standard fuel tank from regular beta KSP or alpha KSP. Alright, fantastic. What missions are out there for us? The atmosphere and orbit. So those are probably not going to be something we do right now. I think instead we'll go for some of these contracts on the side that we don't even have to sign up for. So now we're looking to do speeds of 450 meters per second, achieve an altitude of 7,500 meters, and a land distance of 11 kilometers. We can do that, right? The game now has aerodynamics, so having a pointy nose cone is smart. Oh, thank you, Knight. We'll have to play with that, huh? I wonder how the aerodynamics work. Has anyone played with the aerodynamics yet? Like, how amazing is it? Also, is it just me, or is the... what is this thing called? The mystery goo. It looks smaller. The mystery goo looks a lot smaller than it used to be. Why is it so tiny? That is a cute little mystery goo. It's very small. Well, anyway. Let's see, what can we do here? Cockpit. I don't know if we're going to do airplane stuff just yet. At least in the beta version, airplane stuff required a lot of science to actually get it going. So it wasn't really practical. In alpha, it was fantastic. But in beta, it was a little more like your hands were tied with it. Like you couldn't really do much with it. Contracts update as you go, so you can probably go as fast and as far as possible. Okay. Oh, you mean you can get more contracts while you're out there? Oh, so if we just make a big rocket and do as much as we can try to complete as many contracts as possible. And you're saying the contracts will update in real time as we're doing the mission? Ooh. Flying is now a lot easier, but more prone to breaking up. There's also re-entry effects. Yeah, I saw the heat shield there. I'll have to see how the heat shield goes. I bet we're going to lose some kerbins. You know what? If we're going to start losing kerbins, let's see if we can hire some non-main cast. We currently have 4 kerbins who are considered main cast. They wear orange. And all the other kerbins will wear white. And the white kerbins are like Star Trek's red shirts. These guys, they're going to die. So let's get some more kerbins. Oh, I can only have a max of 5. Okay, well, 5 kerbins it is. Done. Later on we can have more kerbins, but 5's fine for now. We completed the 150 and the 300 on the last flight. Interesting. Alright, well the Ultra Mega Boom was a complete success. I'm going to make a new design now. Start off with our command pod and a parachute. And we'll say our pilot today will be the new one, the white shirt. I wonder if they fixed that bug where it would constantly switch out the pilot to Jeb. In beta, no matter who you selected, if you ever took your eyes off of this window, for any second, it would just switch Jeb back in as the pilot. And it's like, no, I picked someone else. Science Junior is probably a good thing to bring. And some mystery goo. I guess we'll take 2 maybe. We'll double it up. If I can remember how to do this. There we go. It just looks so tiny now. The mystery goo used to be a lot bigger, I swear. Okay, what else we got? A decoupler is a good idea. I think below this we'll put a strut, because struts are very, very durable. Oh, are we broke? We only have 3,000. Oh, no. That's the cost of our ship. We have 53k. We're fine. So if we land on the strut, we should be fine. In fact, let's triple this up, shall we? Maybe like that, and then we can rotate them down. That looks pretty good. Should help with any landing. And that'll save the Science Junior from instant death. You have both small goo canisters and a big goo canister. Oh, really? So they have new different kinds of science canisters. Okay, good to know. So we now have a bigger solid engine, and we have a liquid engine as well. Very nice. Let's give ourselves some liquid here. How many parts are we on? We're at 12 parts. Okay. We're on LVT-30. LVT-30 is like my favorite engine from Kerbal Space Program, simply because it's pretty darn efficient as far as fuel to weight ratio, and it doesn't have thrust vectoring, but you can sort of make it work anyway for the most part. Look in the astronaut complex. Kerbals now cost money when you hire them. Oh, really? They cost money when you hire them. Do they cost money like on a day-to-day basis? Like if you're fast forwarding a mission that's on like a 2-year trajectory to some planet or something, do you pay for all the Kerbals' salaries or whatever when they're out on missions like that? That'd be crazy. Alright, well there's our RT-10. This will probably go a good distance. Do we have any winglets yet? No, no winglets yet. Darn. Okay, well, I think this will do fine. The one parachute should be enough with the landing struts that we have. Landing struts? What are you talking about? Those are girders. Yeah, but girders are strong, man. Huh. I thought right-clicking was supposed to bring up more info. No? Interesting. Like if you right-click on any other part, it'll show you more info. Decoupler, ejection force 250 meganewtons, or whatever. But on this one, it's not telling you. But whatever. Look at that. It says crash tolerance of 80 meters per second. That's what's interesting. That's how you're going to survive crashes, is with this. At least early on, anyway. Alright, why don't we just go with this, see how it launches, and if it does well, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then we can come back and revisit it. Oh, it did not switch jebediah, and they fixed it. They fixed that bug. That's fantastic. Alright, let me check staging here. We have our solid booster, and then a decoupler. Let's put the liquid engine in there. And then we have another decoupler and a parachute. Sounds good to me. So we'll call this the... What do we want to call this? The Explorinator. The Explorinator 5000. Super impressive non-spacefaring vehicle. Seats 1. Uncomfortably. That's okay. We'll get over it, I'm sure. Alright, save it. And let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see how bad these girders screw up the new aerodynamics system, right? I mean, there's aerodynamics now, and these girders are just awful. The Explorinator 5000 has no operational SAS modules and no pilots on board. Oh, so Edirn here, or Aerodyne, is not considered a pilot. And there's no SAS modules yet, so this is going to go horribly wrong. We are going to fly off course so badly. I hope you guys are ready for it. Oh, let's do it, baby. No SAS. Oh, I didn't even turn down the throttle on this thing either. Oh well. Oh, nice. Look at those effects. That's gorgeous. Alright, how are we doing on speed? We're getting up there. Oh, yep, without SAS, that's a bit wonky. Oops, I separated. I wanted to turn down the throttle and I hit spacebar, which is separate. Well, welcome back to KSB, everyone. It's been a while. We're not going to achieve any of these things. But you know what? This is a pretty cheap flight. And I'm sure it looks quite exciting from in the cockpit. Oh, yeah, looks great. And we shouldn't have any trouble getting back down to the ground. I'm going to wait till we hit 7,500. There we go. Give me that checkbox. Nice. And we'll start coasting back down. I mean, that one went fine, right? Nothing bad happened. No one's dead. Let's do some science up here. There you go. There you go. Get a crew report. There you go. Fantastic. Oh, Aerodynamics, look at that. Oh my god. She's so happy. Alright, let's get that chute open, shall we? That'll slow us down a bit. The chutes have two different types of drag. They have a drag, not two different types, two different variables for drag. When you first open them, they have a very, 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 very small amount of drag. And then when they reach a certain altitude, which you can specify the altitude. When they reach a certain altitude, they fully expand and they increase the drag by quite a bit. Yeah, we'll do a goo when we land, of course. Of course. I hope these struts are good enough to help us land. As soon as the parachute opens, I will go into fast forward mode, but I don't want to do that just before then. Just in case there's some still bugs that exist from beta. Basically, if you use fast forward when you're in physical fast forward, you can always tell when you're in physical fast forward because it'll show 4 arrows or 4 triangles instead of 8. 8 triangles is if you're in non-physical warp, and you can do that pretty much safely almost anywhere. But physical time warp, you can... There, it's fully open. Okay. Physical time warp, you cannot do safely when you're about to have a collision with something. In other words, if you're about to impact the ground, if you're about to couple or decouple with something, if you're about to inflate a parachute fully or something like that, then you don't want to have physical time warp on because it can cause a lot of just problems. Explosions, death, destruction. Weird things happen with physical time warp. Alright, the strut's gonna save us? Hell yeah, look at those struts, man. That's what they're for. Alright, let's get another goo canister reading down here. Okay. And let's hop out. Take the data. Store the data. Get an EVA report while flying over Kerbin shores. Great. Hop back in. Take another crew report. Fantastic. And we're done. We're not going to do an EVA because I don't think we can roll this over. It's too sturdy. This triangle setup is very sturdy, so I can't roll it over. So if I do an EVA, I can't get back in. Oh, but I can always recover separately. Let's just recover them separately. That works too. Alright, Aerodynamics. Let's do some science, baby. Get an EVA report from the ground. And can you push it over, maybe? No, you can't push it over. Darn. Not even if you jump? Nope. 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 What is this climb thing? Interesting. Climb. You can climb up stuff now? What the heck? Oh, this is like the best thing ever. You don't even need ladders. You just climb up stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Climb. 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 Board. We got in. What the hell? You can just climb up. No, we don't have the research yet to do surface samples. You can just climb up. You don't need a ladder. Holy crap. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Best idea ever was actually being able to use your hands to climb. Wow. It's amazing. Anyway, recover the vehicle. Wow, that was amazing. $57 science total. We got 41.3 for that mission. Very nice. We didn't really do a whole lot of science out there as far as the mission goes. We did achieve 7,500 meters, but we didn't do the other two because I screwed up a bit. That's okay. I guess what that means is we should probably be taking a pilot whenever we can. You can tell what type of a character they are. When you hire them, it'll give them, what do you call it? A category. There's pilots, there's engineers, and scientists. Pilots have abilities like SAS. They fly planes more effectively. And as pilots level up, you'll see these stars turn gold. As they level up their stars, they'll get new abilities for SAS like point at target, point retrograde, point prograde, point, I forget what they're all called, normal and anti-normal. They have all these different things they can do when they have pilot skill ability increases. Engineers can, oh, it tells you right there, they're capable of repairing broken parts. Scientists give you 100% extra science on vessel return and 100% science on part return. So that's really nice. Scientists are good for bringing in lots and lots of science, obviously. But we couldn't fit them on these missions because we don't really have room in the cockpits. But you know what we could do is we could take multiple cockpits. We could take multiple cockpits. That's an idea. Have one pilot, one engineer, and one scientist on every mission. Why not? Well, the main reason why not is because they weigh a lot. The cockpits weigh almost a ton each. Anyway, mission accomplished. Very good. What can we do in the whole science tree here? Could get some airplane parts with our aerodynamics. This could be really helpful. And the vectoring engine could also be really helpful. It's not quite as efficient, but it could still be good. And the bigger solid fuel booster, the bigger fuel tanks. I just want all of it. I want all of it. Can I get all of it? Let's see. That is 33 and 20. I can get all of it. Let's get all of it. Fantastic. And that's a great place to end this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Shen. You've been you. Our first campaign here in Kerbal Space Program 1.0.0.830. Off to a good start. I will see you guys next time. Fly safe.